Back with another video, folks, where we're looking at the subject tracking on the Nikon Z6 Mark II, and we're going to debunk the myth that it's awkward to use, because it really isn't. So I've recently just watched a video on YouTube which has kind of confused a lot of people regarding the subject tracking on the Nikon Z6 Mark II, and specifically how awkward it is to use. So I just wanted to put a quick video together to show actually how easy it is to use and how intuitive it is to use. It's one of the fastest and simplest processes I've really used in a long time, and actually one of the most fun processes of focusing I've used in a long time. It just really works really well. So we're going to cover that in this video. I'm going to show you a few samples of where I've used it and how you can use it and how you can set it up in the camera. So first I'm going to recommend you set up the function button at the front of your camera. I'll show you how to do that in the menus. You don't have to set that button up. You can actually press the OK button on the back of the camera, and that will also allow you to obviously focus over the subject you want to track, and that will track that for you too. But we'll go through the menu system. I'll show you exactly how you can set it up, so you guys can set up that function button, which again is super easy to, it's just there. There's your fingers. Your fingers are right on the button. Look, there's nothing awkward or difficult about pressing that button at all. It's there. So when you're shooting, if you're shooting and you want to quickly jump into subject tracking, you just press that button and you're focusing straight away, and you're tracking whatever you're seeing. So if you're, say, in a situation where maybe you're shooting at a wedding or an event somewhere and you're busy photographing somebody or something, and something happens in the background, you want to quickly grab that focus of that, quick press of one button and then you're focusing on it. And then as soon as you release that button, you're back into the focus mode that you were already in. So you can switch out between whichever focus mode you're using and back into it instantly. That's how quick and easy it is to use. It's absolutely fantastic, and lots of people love that on the Nikon Z6. So we'll go through the menu settings. I'll show you how you can set it up, because it's nice and straightforward. So we'll switch the camera on, go into a menu, we'll go to controls, and we'll go to customize controls, which is F2, and you can see there FN1, which is the top button. There's two buttons in front of there, so it's FN1, it's the top button. I've got mine set to. You can set it to whichever one you want, or if there's another button on the camera you want to set it to, you can also do that. But we'll go into FN1, and then obviously you can see you've got the list there, which you can set it to, and I've just got mine set to subject tracking. And once that's set, you're ready to go. And that's how quick and easy that is. And once that's set, you can leave it like that, or you can change it, or you can apply it to one of your custom settings, whatever you choose. So like I said, once you've got that set up in the camera, it's so easy to use, and it's so easy to jump from whatever focus mode you're in. So say if you're in full-time autofocus with face tracking, and you're photographing somebody, and obviously it's tracking the face and the eye, but you see something happening behind them or something off to the side and you want to quickly grab it, you literally just press that button. So it's a one-click process. You press the button and you're there focusing, and then you can get back onto your subject straight away by just releasing that button, and you're back onto the face tracking, which will track onto the eyes. So I'll show you this example here. We're just in my living room. I'm going to obviously focus on my son using the face tracking and eye autofocus on the Z6. So you can see it's tracking it really well. All I'm going to do now is press the function button. You can see the white box come up. I'm going to focus on something else. Half press the shutter and it's tracking it straight away. So now I can obviously focus on that and it's disregard Noah. But if I want to jump straight back to Noah, I'll release that FN button and straight away it's back on Noah's face, focusing on his face and his eye. That's how quick and intuitive it is to use the subject tracking on these cameras. It's so quick, so useful, and not awkward at all, and the function buttons are so easy to press as well. They're there and they're perfectly positioned. The ergonomics of this camera are fantastic, believe you me. So that's how easy it is. So take a look at these samples when I'm out shooting. I went out for the first time shooting a portrait session, and again I'm just using the subject tracking. You can either press the OK button on the back to activate it, and obviously once it's activated, again you just point the box over the area that you want to track, half press the shutter button, and it's tracking the subject. Again, that's how easy it is. Or if you want to use the function button, you can do that. So you can either use the function button and half press the trigger, and it'll focus and track on the subject that you've got the box over, or if you press the function button, then you can press the back button focus, and then you're tracking You're tracking all the way through, and then you can use your trigger. It's so easy to use, it's so quick and so fast. I was out the other day, I'm not a wildlife photographer, but I set up the subject tracking and I wanted to track some birds and photograph some birds. So there's a sequence here, I think it's about a 20-shot sequence, and there's only about 2 of them soft, and it tracked the bird great across the sky, like flawlessly. I've only got the 50 to 250 DX lens, which I tend to use on the Z50 for my walkabout camera. But it worked flawlessly on the Z6, and it followed those birds, tracked them all the way through, took those images. Now I probably wouldn't actually use subject tracking on birds in flight, I would probably use dynamic area AF really, but I thought why not try the subject tracking, and it worked fantastic all the way through. I did actually get a sequence of 112 shots in one sequence. I don't know who would actually shoot 112 images in one go, but I thought I'd test it out to see how the subject tracking worked. And there was about 27 of those shots out of focus, well soft, but the reason they were out of focus and soft is because I was zooming in and out at that point. As soon as I've stopped focusing in and out, it's tracked the bird again, it's back on the bird, tracking the bird and shooting a focus on the bird as it's in flight. So I'm not sure how much more anybody would want out of a camera. I'm really confused as to why it was deemed as being awkward, because again it's one of the most intuitive ways I've found to shoot, and so easy, like really easy. You do not have to move the subject tracking box with the joystick around the screen to focus on anything. You literally just press that button once, point it, focus, and you're on it. That's how quick it is. You don't need to move anything around the screen, and then as soon as you release it again, you're back into the focus mode that you were previously in. So it's just, it's instant, it really is, it just works really well. So I just wanted to put this video together, folks, to kind of rectify the fact that it's been touted as being awkward to use and slow and cumbersome, and it's not. It's very fast, very intuitive, and a great way to shoot. So if this video has been helpful and you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. And actually, if you want to see the upcoming video of that photo shoot where I'm shooting in really harsh backlight conditions to see how the autofocus performs, consider subscribing to the channel and flicking the notification bell so you can see when that video is posted, because that's going to be a good one as well. So I'll leave it there, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you then.